Alright, Ham and Jaron, I just built that part right there. Now I did it using them numbers right there. That's what the outcome's supposed to look like. I'm using that right there and that right there. I'm reading the book. Now when I point to the spot, it's going to show up as orange. That dot there, that's my origin. It rotates, that's actually, X, Y, Z axis. Let me hit it right here and show you the origin inside there. See that dot? That's the origin. Everything is measured from that point up or down. And that's the circle or egg I drew. Then once I extruded it out, it got that big. Then I cut my slot in there. Drew that, cut that out. Then went back and drew that, what you see in the orange highlighted now. Cut him out. Cut the circle out right there. Turn him to the side. Drew that circle right there. Let me turn it on around so it'll line up perfect for you. Drew that circle, then cut him out. Then I added what they call the fillets. That's rounding my edges off because it was sharp and square with corners on them. The first fillet I did was on the inside down there. See how that's rounded out right there? That's fillet number 1. And number 2, I came and went around my edges up there. Then the third one was inside there. And the fourth one was right around the neck on it right there. See that? That's how it looked before I put any of the little fillets in there or rounded edges on it. Right there. Put the first ones on, watch the edges turn around. See on the inside I snapped to it down there? Now the next one's gonna be these outside edges or corners. I'm gonna round them off. Boom. See how they change? See the square? Now watch right inside that circle there. See how that changed from squares to rounded, non-sharp edges? I'll look right there real careful and watch this. Added the last fillet. Boom. And there it is. All part of my homework, fellas. That other software program I gave y'all to use, its expiration is almost gone on it. I only had 1 year of free service with it. This one here is way more complicated than that one. Not really complicated. I put it this way, that stuff is a Volkswagen, and this software I'm using now is a Ferrari. Put it that way. Way better performance. Now, let me see here. Show you some of my other homework lessons I've had to do. That's something I'm working on right there. I built that ratchet. That's a box I'm working on, something else, and another part I had to do. All from just this part right here I'm getting ready to show you. I built that from just numbers. Numbers only, that was it. Built that whole thing from just numbers. Gave me numbers and a picture of what it's supposed to look like when I got finished. Let's see here. Let's roll it back to there. That's what it started with, that one little circle. Then I came in, put my center line on there, added another plane to it. Then I put that piece on there. Watch him now. Watch how I transform in front of you. It's step by step of what I did to it. Now you missed some steps in there. Just what I'm doing over here, all of that right there is not highlighted, is what I've done already. So what I'm doing is just sliding down and add the next part to it. And the step that I took, that I did it. See how it just popped out? Watch how it change again. Cut extrude. Might be a hole through the middle this time. Yep. Watch him now. Watch him grow some more features. Boom. No hole in there yet. Watch him cut extrude. Put the hole through the center right there. Now see, when I first built this part, I put the hole in there first and then added those two. I had to start it all over because it had a solid bar going through the middle, so I had to come back, and that's why you saw me put these extrusions on the outside edge first, then come back and put my hole through the middle so that it would cut the material all at one time. Extrusion number 8. You saw the hole pop up there. Got another extrude cut number 9. Watch him now. Hold on. Let me blow them up for this one. See that? I extrude cut all the way through there, and stopped it before it got to the bottom down there. Boom. Next one. That's where you just saw the holes pop in the side right there. Next extrude cut, I think should be my little groove going all the way through there for the slot pin to sit in when it's actually installed. Wham. Now I'm just going to add all my fillets back on there. This took a long time with the fillets. You saw them pop in right there. Because I couldn't just do a regular fillet like I did on the other ones. I had to do a face fillet, which is more time consuming. But then again, at the same time, it's not. See how the fillet's popping up around it? They're taking the square edges and rounding them off. See that? Watch this side. Well, I guess that put them in up there somewhere. Let me roll it all the way to the end. Haha, you see what I see? If you see what I see that's missing on there, let me know. See if you were paying attention. I'm going to show you in the book where I built that one at. There it is. Look at that. Just numbers. That's the end picture of what it's supposed to look like when I got finished. Gave me those numbers at the top view. Gave me the front view looking at it. That's what it looks like from the right. And that's just basically a detail drawing at the end. And that's my homework. And that was it. That was it. That's all you get. Numbers. And a picture of what it's supposed to look like. So if you put them numbers in there correctly and actually use the software, it's logical software, logical thinking. Basically just learning all of the commands, where to find them at, and then saying, okay, this is the shape I got. This is what I wanted to do. Simple as that. What changes? I don't know. I'm gonna save them anyway. And I'm gonna save this one here. It took me 3 days to do this one because I did it right on the first try. No, I did it right on the second try. And then I deleted it so I could do it again, but I waited 3 days before I got to it and forgot how I did it. But that's a 3-point tangent arc. That's a 3-point tangent arc. That's just a regular tangent arc, and that's a regular tangent arc. So I had to draw these two. I drew this one, mirrored it so that it copied it perfect over there, then drew my 2 arcs right there, then extruded it out to that width that you see. It was solid like that all the way around until I drew my next feature and cut it. Save it all, cause I will mess that up. So I'm gonna redo it again. Later.